Hello, we're back. We have Elo Don versus the next chess.com bot. We have Noel, rated 550. Noel was born on Christmas and likes to accept presents from his opponents. Keep your pieces safe and you should do okay. So I'm assuming just don't leave anything hanging. Okay, Noel, let's choose you. Black or white. Let's keep it principled, control the center, keep these fundamentals going. Nothing crazy, he says. Let's just develop. Let's just develop. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Okay. Knights before bishops. I see where his knight would like to go. I'm tempted to move my A-pawn. I can't lie, but let's remain principled. Let's get our bishop out. Castle early, that's what they say. Okay, things are hotting up now. Things are getting warm. Ooh, I could trap my light squared bishop if I'm not careful. Let's give it an escape square. Now we can start releasing the dark squared bishop somewhere. Right, I don't know what opening he's playing. It might not be an opening, but if you look at the available squares, there's nothing fantastic, because let's say I was to put my dark squared bishop on f4, he can then push his e-pawn and there's nothing really I can do about it. So it looks like e3, it's not fantastic, but it's a square, controls a center square, I guess. It's better than nothing. Okay, the king's out. Definitely concerned what his plans are now. Don't do anything crazy. Let's connect the rooks. Yeah, nothing wild. Let's just connect the rooks. I believe he's left nothing hanging, which is interesting. Hopefully someone needs to blink first. Yes, connect the rooks. That's also good practice. Okay. An escape square for my king, just in case of anything crazy going on. Everything looks to be taken care of. Okay, now that's just crazy, because I'm tempted to deliver a check with my knight. He goes back and I make no progress, and my king and my knight ends up on the edge of the board where I don't want it. So should we be moving our rooks into better squares? Towards the center has always been a good idea. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks like a good idea. Same with the other rook. Okay. No one's blinking. We have a blink. Now, the question is, do I take? And then he takes back with either his knight or his rook. Or do I move out the way? With him potentially, is that a particularly menacing diagonal? I don't know. I'm tempted to take, I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't really benefit me. Does it benefit him? The knight ends out on the edge. I think I'm gonna keep my bishop on that diagonal and see what happens. Let's keep it. Okay. Now he's shown his card. It's interesting, that weakens the f5 square. So if I was to deliver that check, I can then jump into the f5 square afterwards. And I'd be protected by a pawn, which looks like it could be a good idea. Okay. Let's jump into this square. It looks promising. Right. Now I'm thinking if I can get my queen to e2, then to h5, and then deliver a check on g6. That's quite a few moves to take place. It's probably not going to happen, let's be honest. So in that case, what else do we have? We've got the c3 knight into d5. Not really got anywhere to go after that, let's be honest. We've got bishop, light squared bishop to d5, attacking the rook. But again, he'll just go to a7. That's not benefiting me much, if at all. It would be good to get that queen across. I don't like my knight and my dark squared bishop on e3 and c3. I'm just conscious that there's a potential fork there with a pawn if that were to happen. What would be interesting is if I could get my knight on f5 to d6 and then hop into f7, forking the queen and the rook. Assuming he moves the... Oh, he can't move the queen to e8. But let's assume he moves the queen to... No, that diagonal is free with my light squared bishop, so that would be an available square. No, it won't. If I hop into d6, this dark square bishop takes me. Okay. Good job I saw that. If you don't know what did I say? If you don't know what to do, just move your pieces to better. Yeah, move your worst piece to a better square. My rooks don't look fantastic, do they? There's a lot of traffic in front of them. Double up on the e-file. On the off chance something good happens. It's an option. It's an option. The only other good, see that d5 square does look good, but it doesn't do anything once I'm there. It really doesn't do anything once I'm there. I'm not in a position to do anything worthwhile after that. I think double the rooks, but then that queen to e2 does look like it has potential. And yeah, you've got to create threats, or at least potential threats. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. That will stop my h5 idea. Okay, I can live with that. But now I do have that knight to d5 idea to then go to c7. So what's going to stop me from going to c7? If the queen... Oh, okay. Okay, that could be a good move. Although, if I do go to d5 and the queen goes to f7, my knight is pinned against my light squared bishop. Okay. And I still can't put my queen on h6. Or is that the sacrifice I make? Yeah, maybe queen takes a2 and I get to put my queen on h5. Okay. Let us see what happens. Interesting. Attacking pieces that are both protected, so I am not too worried just yet. Hold up. There is no check with my queen on g6. It's not protected at all. What was I thinking? What on earth was I thinking? That wasn't a plan at all. That was not a plan. Oh dear, now look at me. Look at what situation you've got yourself into now. I was trying to execute a plan that didn't exist. That is... okay, that's what happens when you think you've calculated, but you actually haven't. If anything, it's queen to f5 that wins. No, because then the pawn would attack the queen by going to g6. Right. We now need to batten down the hatches. I'm tempted to move the pawn to c4. That does, unfortunately, block my light squared bishop. Wow. This position is not favorable. Okay, we can figure out our way out of this. How we do that? It's a great question. I don't fancy losing my light squared bishop. So do I move the light squared bishop to c4, make that exchange? No. That doesn't help. That doesn't help me. Okay. So we're a little bit stuck. Let's find some good moves. Let's find some good moves. See. Okay. Knight to h4. Then somehow get the queen up there. That might be a possibility. Okay. That doesn't surprise me. What are you thinking? That king is ripe for some kind of attack, and I can't find it. Am I just gonna have to exchange queens? Don't do that. That's not cool. Neither is sacrificing the dark squared bishop. Okay. All is not lost. We can still... There's a move somewhere else. There is a move. There is a move here. There is a move. What is it? I hear you cry. Yeah, no idea. Unless I do move one of these rooks to protect my bishop and then move my d5 knight. Although I see that g pawn coming down to attack my knight at any moment. This isn't the end of the world. Still gives me the option to do my original tactic, which is now an option. No, it's not. Oh yeah, I can. I can fork the queen and the rook and open a discovered attack on the queen, and nothing can take my knight. If I've calculated that correctly. Feels like I'm missing something. Okay. We have progress. Okay, now it's playing crazy now, which is fine. I think we just had to get over the initial hump, and then this machine plays crazy moves, because now I'll get another fork, as far as I'm aware. And now we cash in. There's no more checks. So do I take the knight? He takes my bishop. He takes my bishop either way. So I need to... I'll end up a piece down, I think. Yeah. So I either move my bishop and lose my knight, or I'm losing my knight. So I'm losing my bishop and knight for one of his knights. I feel like I can lose both or lose one is the equation in my head. So I think you're meant to lose one, not both. I believe is the right thing. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Knight. So if my D7 knight takes his B8 knight, and that pawn takes my bishop, and I move my knight out the way, I'm down a bishop, and he's down a knight. Okay. But if I take his knight, he takes my knight, and then I move my bishop out of the way. I don't want him to have... Either way, he gets something for free. Well, not for free, but the cost of a pawn. Don't know, I guess it depends on the situation. What do you want more? Let's keep the... It's a really good question. That's a really good question. Ideally, I'd lose none of them. Sadly, we don't live in an ideal world. So, I'm going to have to use the engine for this because I'm pretty sure I'm going to make the wrong decision. Unless the right decision is my light squared bishop to d5, attacking the knight. Yeah, that could be a thing. And then at least if he takes my knight, I take his bishop. And he takes my... I take his rook, sorry. And then he takes my bishop. But that way I still lose 2 pieces. I still get 2 pieces taken, and I take one of his. I think I just lose 1 piece. I think that's the way it should work. I really don't know how that was supposed to work in the real world. He didn't take my knight anyway, but that's because this bot is playing ridiculous chess. What's the best course of action? My light squared bishop goes to d6. I'm meant to be trading down now, aren't I? Or do I just move my... If I move my queen to g4, he'll just push that pawn down. That's not really helping anyone. I think I just need to trade down, don't I? Start taking pieces. Start making things easier for me. So, in the spirit of that way of thinking, do I just take the knight? I guess I do. He's playing ridiculously. Okay. Well, let's throw in some more pieces. Seems like a wholesale. Okay. Playing ridiculous. So, the quickest conversion would be getting everyone to the party that's available. The queen. Now we're thinking of the fastest conversion is, I want to say queen to g7 is what I want to say, because they're protecting each other. I don't trust checkmates because there's always something I've missed. Except for on that occasion. That was terrible. 2 blunders and a mistake. I can easily believe that. I ended up in a situation I did not want to be. Against a higher bot, I'm getting crushed. I am getting absolutely crushed. So let's have a look. I shouldn't have castled. Wow. That was a missed win. That was a missed win. So bishop takes pawn. King takes bishop. Then what? Knight to e5. How's that a missed win? Let's have a look. Takes. Check. Comes out. Check. Then do you not just take the knight? Okay. So there's a good reason why he doesn't take the knight there. I'm thinking queen to f5 if he takes the knight. It gets tremendously tricky. Let's not look too far into that. That's list my worries. It was a blunder. It's for the same reason. I really don't know. I really cannot. Oh, it goes up to plus 34.1. Seriously, is it the same course of action? It is, yeah. It's the same thing. Queen. Oh, the queen goes there. Yeah, what was stopping that? Oh, it's mate in 5. I'd like to see that. How does mate in 5 work? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's it. Mate in 3. Let's see the rest of this. Where's my mate in 3? Oh, it's not going to show me. So I have to figure it out in my head. So king to main 3. Where's the king go? Oh, the king takes the knight. And then it's probably a bunch of pawn moves, isn't it? Yeah, it'll be pawn to what? c4. And then yeah, there's just the B and A pawns trap him. Okay. So where's our next mistake? See, if I'm playing principled and fundamentals, I am very unlikely to put that knight on the edge at this stage of my chess career, so that's not happening. I'll look into that eventually. And then a missed win. It was indeed. I believe mate in 3? What on earth? There's a puzzle I need to do. Mates in 3. Where's that? Oh, it's not going to show me mate in 3. Do I have to or can I move it myself? Can I go back? Up in there. Let's go back. on earth? Right. Can I see this mate in 3? Where is it? No. Oh, here we go. D2. And so that was a mate in 3. G4. Can I take a look at that? No. And I don't know why. If I go back and look at the game report again, will it then show me? Analysis. D2. Mate in 3. Now it shows me. Queen. Okay, that looks good. Queen goes there anyway. Takes. Check. And checkmate. Mate in 1. It's like a puzzle. It's not the light squared bishop up to G8 because either the king or the rook can take it. It's actually quite comical. How? Yes. D7 knight to F6 is checkmate. Wow. Wow, I've never seen that checkmate pattern, and I was never going to find that in a million years in that game. Wow. Okay, well, a win's a win. I got through it. Missed a few mating opportunities and sacrificing my bishop to bring the king out. Probably not something I'm going to start doing at my 700 rating, but it was good. It was fun. I'm going to be forced to get better as the difficulty gets higher. I can see that now. I'll get away with less. But it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to the next bot. See you then.